to 208-0959 for a free estimate. Seminole Fence Company, working hard to build fences, working harder to build relationships.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. We have a little museum down in Claremont, and they have like a kind of a wax museum of presidents or something like that. I've never been in it, but it was in the news yesterday because they have a new thing that where you can sign the Declaration of Independence and kind of pretend like one of you, the signers, pretend like you were one of the signers. Did I say that right?
Yeah, because the wax figures are standing right there.
Right. You're standing with Jefferson and Adams and signing a declaration. I guess you get to take it home with you. It's kind of cool looking. I remember once on the 4th of July, I went to the White House when my son was little, and it was just so cool to be in the White House. I mean, I know we didn't meet I think Bill Clinton was president at the time, and we didn't get to meet anybody, but it's just kind of cool that you're walking through the same house that the president lives in. And did you see in the news this morning, Mrs. Obama was ripping up the sign that says no photographs because they've changed that policy. Now you can take photographs in the White House.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which would have been nice. It was the one thing when we talk about our vacation, there's no pictures inside the White House because they didn't let you. But now you'll be able to start doing that.
Well, security reasons.
We have a fun topic and we have a fun guest. She's been with us before. She is Stephanie Oswald. She's an award-winning international travel expert, the editor-in-chief of Travel Girl magazine. She's going to tell us about some patriotic travel destination ideas. Good morning, Stephanie. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing great. How are you, Larry?
Good. Where are you right now?
New Orleans.
You're in New Orleans. Did you get any beads?
I always have beads. If you live in New Orleans,
I
would be embarrassed for you to look at my car. The back of my car, Mardi Gras beads, and it's July.
That's kind of funny. So did you hear you can now take pictures in the White House?
You can now take pictures in the White House, or you cannot?
You can now. Yeah, you could not for many years, but now they just changed it.
Okay. You know what? I thought there were specific areas where you could not, but there were specific areas. They had it set up so because everybody had to get their picture. I remember being in college and going there and being outside the gate and just getting a picture of yourself in front of the gate was like what we could do back then. So
pretty exciting.
Yeah, and I don't really know the details. I just know Mrs. Obama was tearing up the sign that said no photography, indicating that now welcome with your camera.
That is that's a great photo op.
Yeah. So what kind of patriotic destinations do you have in mind?
Well, you know what, Larry? Whenever the 4th of July creates a long weekend, it's a wonderful thing for the travel industry because it creates inspiration for people to take beach getaways and have family reunions.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, there's all kinds of great patriotic things happening all across the country. And starting off, let me give you a couple that are just kind of different. Up in Cooperstown, New York, they're doing a reading of the Declaration of Independence on the Village Green at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And they're also going to have all kinds of music from 1776. So getting your kids out there, let them listen to 19th century music for a change. That can be just a great opportunity to teach them something and keep in mind why we are celebrating.
That's
further
right.
Down the East Coast, just things that are a little different, things that you wouldn't do on a normal weekend. Myrtle Beach, great family destination any time of year, but for 4th of July, they are doing a salute from the shore. It's a military flyover that happens at 1 o'clock, and it includes vintage World War II aircraft and F-16s from the Shaw Air Force Base in South Carolina. So, again, you're out there with your family, you're enjoying the beautiful 60 miles of coastline, but at 1 o'clock, you can pause for a moment and pay homage to the military, the people who have given us this freedom that we were celebrating this week.
Right,
so
absolutely.
Great opportunity there,
The good thing about going to a patriotic destination, you don't need a passport.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's true, because this is definitely all about the USA and all kinds of great stuff. You won't need your passport unless you decide to, head up to Canada or head down to Mexico and just when you come back over the border. I'll tell you what, isn't that a great feeling when you come back and you do use your passport and you see that huge sign?
They let you back in. Yeah, that's a great feeling to let me back in.
Sometimes when people are traveling, like if we go to New York City, when I went with my mom, she looked all this stuff up on the internet to see what's really available there. Is it better to do something like that or just to have a destination and get there and then try to plan things out?
Oh, it's definitely better to do your research ahead of time. I mean, I am a big fan of spontaneity once you are at your destination, but I also believe that doing your research ahead of time, going online to the tourism board websites, that's going to give you your edge. I mean, for example, if you were going to head to Myrtle Beach, you want to go to visitmyrtlebeach.com. If you are going to stay in Orlando, you want to go to visitorlando.com, because even for a staycation, that's where you're going to find the best deals. You're going to find out what's happening up to the minute event changes, if there's been a new band added to the lineup for a festival, or if there's a discount. A lot of times you can go online and buy a ticket ahead of time, save a couple of dollars, and a lot of people think, well, it's just a couple of dollars, but hey, if you're a family of 6, that couple of dollars can add up to enough money to pay for lunch that day. So
that's right.
Really, the more research you can do, the more money you can save.
And Disney, speaking of Orlando, Disney has a special 4th of July thing. I guess it's just more fireworks than usual. They do fireworks every single night in Disney.
Isn't that great? You're so spoiled living in Orlando. You get to have fireworks every single night. But you know what? Also try something different. One of the things I saw when I looked on Visit Orlando was, for example, you don't have to go to the theme parks. You can go to, there's a huge block party happening at the Wall Street Plaza's Red, White, and Brew, which, that's...
Oh, right, yes.
They're doing a block party July 3rd and 4th, so a great, again, time to get out with your friends and just celebrate what it means to have the 4th of July kick off the...
That is cool. So are you going to be in New Orleans on the 4th of July?
I am. A lot of times I go up to New York. I'm from Saugerties, New York, which is a wonderful small town with a big celebration, and that's again something else. These small towns with their wonderful parades, and there's my father rides in his antique tractor in the local parade. I rode in it when I used to ride my horses.
Oh, really?
It's so fun to do that type of thing, and it's important for me to bring my kids back to those roots. And a lot of cities across the country, a lot of the small towns have these old-fashioned celebrations, even carnivals that just celebrate the old-fashioned Americana.
Right.
And I think that
this isn't patriotic necessarily, but did you ever hear of a town in North Georgia, like northeast of Atlanta? I can't remember the name of it now. It's got this Bavarian look. It looks like an old...
Oh, gosh,
Helen.
yes.
Yes, of course. I lived in Georgia for a long time. Helen, Georgia.
Helen, right. Helen.
Yes.
That sounds like
Helen, Georgia, and that's a great place to go for Oktoberfest. So when we talk about the fall travel season, I'll tell you what, and you laughed about not needing your passport, but places like Helen, and hey, New Orleans has such a French feel.
Right.
Helen has a German feel. You can get a feeling for the melting pot of the United States.
Miami has a Cuban feel. Have you ever noticed Miami?
Oh, Miami is very Cuban.
You laugh, but it's true.
It is true. Yeah, I know. I was saying it. You're always fun to have on, Stephanie. Thank you for being on the air with us again today. Have fun with your radio tour, and always come back. We love having you on the air. What's your website?
Thanks for having me. My website is travelgirlinc.com, travelgirlinc.com, and I'll be tweeting out all kinds of things. There's also some specials happening. I want to mention one more thing. Military discounts for military families. This is the weekend to get them. Places like Homewood Suites are offering 15% off the best available rates for military families.
Really?
So, it's a small way to pay back. Yeah, it's a big thing this weekend for being, just to give them a well-deserved thank you for all that they do.
We actually have the manager of Homewood Suites here in Ocala coming in like 10 minutes. He'll be in here, so he'll be on there. We'll tell him.
Really?
I'm sure he knows about it. Stephanie, thank you so much. We will be right back.
By myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, sunshine mixing with clouds. A thunderstorm around during the afternoon and evening hours. The high today 91 to 95. Partly cloudy later tonight, low 70 inland, 76 on the coast. Tomorrow, sunshine mixing with clouds with a thunderstorm around during the afternoon and evening hours. The high tomorrow, 90 to 94. On Friday, sunshine and some clouds with a couple of thunderstorms popping up in the afternoon. The high, 91 to 95. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing service, we also offer fence row spraying. Now is the perfect time to get ahead on weed control for an overall aesthetic appearance. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440 or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440.
Ooh, ouch. Does pain have you glued to the couch? Yes, unfortunately it's true that every year we must get older, but that doesn't mean we have to deal with pain in our back, knees, or shoulder. If your muscles and joints are sore, don't worry anymore. Come get acupuncture from me and you'll be pain-free. Acupuncture starts as low as $35 at a Better You Healthcare. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein, at 615-5566. Stop your pain from driving you insane.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
WWOCA,
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Hi, I'm Fran Darkington. When I need news, I pass the rest and tune to The Source, WOCA.
We're saving thousands with Robert Palmer.
So rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around. If you're trying to get a mortgage, if you're trying to get the best credit card, if you're looking at student loans, cell phone bills, you name it, rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around.
That's rule number one, just one more vital part of fighting back to stop being a financial zombie. Yes, you can take the mystery out of the complicated world of finances. Take charge when it comes to your money. Listen in on The Source in 96.3 FM and 1370 AM, Saturdays at 12:05.
Check this out.
New shows? Check. Check. Some new talent? Check. The same great sports talk? I'm seeing it right now. Wrong. Wrong again? Wrong. It's better.
There are so many great things going on in sports.
We gotta get it. From our mics.
Test.
To your ears.
The latest update we got is...
Are you looking for a durable farm fence to keep your horses enclosed or a beautiful vinyl fence to give that finishing touch to your home? Seminole Fence has over 20 years of experience in providing quality fence products and services for farm and residential properties. Let them surround your property with a fence that provides privacy, security, and stunning appeal. Don't wait. Contact them today at 352-208-0959 for a free estimate. Seminole Fence, working hard to build fences and harder to build relationships.
favorite theme songs, one of my favorite segments, one of my favorite guest hosts all come together right now. Anthony James is in the studio. He's our go-to guy when we have questions about traveling.
Yep.
He is the general manager of Homewood Suites by Hilton at Heathbrook. I like the song. Hey, Anthony, how you doing?
Good. How are you all today?
Pretty good. Did you hear us talking to this lady about the weddings?
No. What happened?
Well, they have these, those 3D printers?
Yes.
So the thing on top of the wedding cake where it looks like a bride and a groom?
Right.
You can now have them make the actual couple. A replica of the actual couple.
Really?
Yeah, so it looks like you and your wife standing on top of a cake.
Wow.
How awesome is that?
Technology.
Yeah. Plus
awesome.
Drones at weddings to get video footage, from above.
And still photos, too.
Really?
And robot bartenders.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Robot
bartenders.
Yeah, I couldn't believe all the things.
Well, I guess the people are hoping that the robot will pour more than what they should.
Yeah, and no
Or forget
tipping.
to charge you.
And no tipping. You won't have to tip them.
Oh, I wonder. So do you have weddings at Homewood Suites?
We don't. Very rarely small. We'll do small ones by the pool or whatnot.
Oh, really?
Probably maybe 30, 35 people, 40 people.
Oh,
something like
nice.
that. We'll do like little intimate setting weddings we'll do.
Are you qualified to marry somebody?
Yes, actually I am.
You
I'm
are?
ordained. Yes.
Oh, you're an ordained minister?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I am ordained.
Wow. Well, that explains a little bit about who you are. Because
Yeah.
I watched the video, and you were talking from a political standpoint, but you were very, very much in touch with God.
Right. Yeah.
Which was cool.
Yes. Lots of prayer.
I didn't know
lots
you're a
of time.
minister.
Yeah. I don't think that's my pastor. I know he studies so much, and he does a lot of reading. He does a lot of studying. He does a lot of praying, and I don't think I could ever do that job. I really don't. No, that's a lot of work.
Wow.
I don't.
Yesterday we went to a graduation at a church at Blessed Trinity.
Yeah.
And the priest there, Father Pat, I don't know if you know him, but he's just a great guy, and he seems down to earth, but at the same time, he knows the Bible.
Yeah.
They know what they're talking about, right?
Yeah. It's funny because you can read that word over and over and over, but God said His word is living, so it can change over time to how you need it to be too, which is good.
So do you have a Gideon Bible? I'm trying to bring you back to hotels. Do you have the Gideon Bible?
We have the Gideons with Gideons.
How does that happen? How does a hotel end up with every hotel has a Gideon Bible in the drawer?
Well, what happens is the Gideons come out every time your hotels that open.
Right.
The Gideons will come out, and they will come and they'll say a prayer over your hotel, and then they will come out and they'll deliver the Bibles, and then they have their own documentation system. So every so often years, maybe 5 to 7 years, they'll come back in and they'll replenish because a lot of people, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, but things that I find in hotel rooms, a lot of people scribble in them. Also, you find money in the Bibles in hotel rooms.
Really?
I have found
people are going to be scourging.
there are a lot of
your
people.
hotels
You find money. People put money in Bibles in hotel rooms. Check your Bible next time you go to a hotel and see if there's money. I'm being serious.
Maybe that's the reason they want somebody else to find it.
Yeah,
maybe that's the reason.
And that could be.
So if it's Christmas Eve and you book totally up, there's not a closet left to put somebody in. And here comes this couple. Mm-hmm. The woman's pregnant, and they arrive at your hotel on a donkey.
Yes.
Do you tell them there's no room?
No, we make room for them. We give them the meeting room or whatever. We'll pull up some cots or some beds somewhere.
You don't want to make that mistake again, right?
Not going to do that again.
So is this a busy time? June?
Yes, for all of us. The baseball teams are coming back. You got the Cal Ripken and Babe Ruth Little League teams coming back. So actually, they start coming next week.
Oh my gosh!
So get ready, Ocala. It's going to be a good time. But that's what brings a lot of money.
Oh, that's
to the area.
exciting.
It fills our hotels, fills our restaurants. They shop here.
Right.
Kids forget cleats. Kids forget. Oh, what happened to my baseball bat? So you go to Walmart, spend money at Walmart. So it's a good thing. It's a good time for our area, for our businesses right now.
Right. So I would imagine if you were traveling here from Michigan, wherever, and you said the ultimate goal is the Orlando attractions area, but we've got family in Ocala. Let's stay in a hotel in Ocala.
Yes.
They probably think it should be no problem. They're never going to be overbooked. But even you just illustrated, you sometimes have to book in advance even here in Ocala.
Yeah, a lot of people, I've had people call and say, I need a room this day. They're like, oh, we're sold out. Well, what do you mean? Well, what's going on?
Yeah, right.
Well, why are you coming?
Yeah, why are you going to be here?
But a lot of people, but that's how this area has changed. And I know a lot of people might not see it, but from a hospitality standpoint in hotels, I've been in this area a little over 4 years now, and it's growing. You have to really kind of treat us like a destination. Hey, we need to call in advance to see what's available because we're getting more and more busier all the time. A lot of people coming to Ocala, Marion County now.
Well, the clue is the fact that there are so many hotels now.
Yes.
Because if you lived here and you don't stay in hotels here, you might say, why do we have so many hotels? Do people actually stay here? And you're the proof that they do.
Yeah, they stay here. And I mean, hey, they just built another, the Hampton is new too. So I mean, it's the time right now. So a lot of people are coming in.
How do the groups know that you exist?
Well, our salespeople go out, and the Ocala VCB, they go out and they do a wonderful job in bringing people to Ocala, Marion County. They go to lots of trade shows and destinations, and they have people, people fill out RFPs, requests for information and all those different types of things, and they come in and they bring those groups to the area. A lot of people want to come to Ocala, Marion County to have a lot of people don't want to do Orlando all the time, the big cities, because the big cities like that, when they see them come in, that rate goes up. But this is a great area to have. There's things to do. There's restaurants here. There's Silver Springs. There's hotels. There's ball fields. There's all these things here. A lot of people are finding that out, and Ocala, Marion County is getting more and more known.
Nice.
So last week you were going to come in with somebody else, and you were going to tell us the top 10 things not to do at a hotel?
Yes, I was going to do the top 10 things not to do
Can we do that?
I'm going to
save that.
Well, we're going to save that. We're going to do that next week. But I will tell you all the two weirdest things that I keep finding in hotel rooms. Well, this one has happened twice. Well, first of all, this number 2 one is oxygen machines. Oxygen machines are left in hotels all the time.
Oh,
and
my
I
gosh.
don't really understand how that happens. You will think if you come in.
You need it, yeah.
Now, there are companies that will drop machines off, but, we'll know about that because they say, hey, this is for this person coming in this day. But people leave oxygen machines and oxygen masks in rooms.
Oh, my gosh.
So I think we've had 6 so far this year.
Oh, gee.
That's crazy.
But the number one thing that I've seen, and it's happened twice, it's happened once in Philly and once in D.C., was a prosthetic limb.
Really?
Left behind.
They forgot it.
Leg, arm, what piece? Arm.
And I, till this day, cannot understand. I mean, they called back and got it.
Yeah.
But I was really wondering how that happened.
Maybe they were told, this is an expensive place. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg. And they said, well, I only have an arm.
I don't know how that happens, but no, next week we'll get into the top 10 things not to do in hotels. But a lot of people, they leave lots of stuff. We have boxes. Call hotels. They have boxes of phone chargers left.
Really?
Yes, we have tons.
Oh, I can believe that. That's an easy one to believe.
Chargers. Yes.
Do you have a safe? For the guests to put stuff in? Okay.
Yes. We have all of us have those saves for at the front desk.
In the room or just out?
No, some of them are in the room. Some of them are just the safe deposit boxes at the front desk. But we don't have the actual safes in the rooms.
When I was playing bars in lounges at hotels, when I was much younger, I was in, and the hotel would always give me a room to stay in while I was there. So I was in one of those rooms, and this guy came through the door while I'm watching TV in the room, and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't think anybody was in here. I'm just with housekeeping." So I thought, I don't remember seeing a male housekeeper back in those days. So I went to the manager, and she said, "No, we don't have a male housekeeper, but we did have some jewelry stolen from one of the rooms. So can you give me a description?" And I did. But I used to keep my stuff. See these kind of ceiling tiles?
Yeah.
I used to hide my stuff on the top of them. I would just put my hand in there and put my wallet and everything else above so nobody would know to look there.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty clever. Maybe you might have some in your ceiling tile.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Muth. Stocks on Wall Street moving higher on word there is movement in Greek debt talks. The Greek Prime Minister promising to press ahead with a referendum.
Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras agreeing today to most of the EU creditor demands regarding a bailout program for the debt-struck country, but still he is demanding more too. So, European finance ministers meeting later today are not expected to agree on the new approach.
Fox's Greg Palcott. A State Department official confirms there will be embassies in Havana and Washington, D.C. on July 20th. The fire at a black church in South Carolina does not appear to be arson, according to a federal investigator.
It happened around 9 o'clock Tuesday night as storms moved through the area. The church was gutted.
Fox Radio's Tanya J. Powers. No one was believed to have been inside at the time. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Advance Auto Parts knows what makes a car guy a car guy. It's working through the unexpected surprises that spring up with every project. It's character, and it isn't rattled by a little thing like a dead battery. Especially when you can get a new one online at advanceautoparts.com and pick it up in store just 30 minutes later. So you can get back to fixing faster. Advance Auto Parts, for guys who love getting under the hood.
Most vehicles, most locations. See store for details.
Yeah, you're just so original.
Hey, Nathan's fans, share your selfie today and enter the Nathan's Selfie Sweepstakes for a chance to win great prizes all summer long, like a trip to New York City.
And it makes me smile, makes me smile.
Just take your selfie with a package of Nathan's hot dogs and upload it to nathanselfie.com. No purchase necessary. For official rules, visit nathanselfie.com.
Yeah, you're just so original.
All right, 28 minutes before 12 o'clock. The 4th of July is just a few days away. Isn't that hard to believe? Jerry's Pawn and Gun is the place to go. It's the most patriotic business in town. And Ruben is on the phone from Jerry's Pawn and Gun. Good morning, Ruben. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. It's kind of an exciting time of the year. I think the 4th of July is like the Christmas of summer. What do you think? It's an exciting...
I agree, 100%. It's a nice time of year. You get together with the family, food, fireworks, and deals at Jerry's Pawn and Gun. Best time of the year.
Absolutely. We have to have a kind of a short visit with you today because we're going to pick some winners for the Coke 0400. We're giving tickets away to the races this Sunday.
Awesome.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool. I'm a NASCAR fan, race fan in general. Yep, going to be watching it. It's going to be a good time.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so I don't want you to think that we're just not being as playful today as we usually are, but
got it, no problem.
I guess we got to get down to business. So
yes, let's do it.
So tell me what's over there at Jerry's Pawn and Gun.
Here at Jerry's Pawn and Gun, we have hospitality first and foremost. Once in a lifetime or one of a kind shopping experience. We have a lot of different things. We have our Indian River canoes, lots of colors. We have a lot of tools, Snap-on, Matco, Cornwell, Craftsman, all the major brands, and we also have some of the more budget brands if you're on a budget, want to save some money. We have a lot of collectible guns, Colt, Winchester, German pistols, Colt pistols. We're a full-line Browning dealer, any kind of Browning rifle, and we have a lot of collectible Browning shotguns and rifles as well. Hummel figurines. We have a full-line jewelry department with some beautiful gold, diamonds, silver, and we also have an on-site jeweler, which is the best in the world. He is a legend. Guy, come on by and see us. Check it out at Jerry's Pawn and Gun.
Yeah, definitely some great gifts over there, and browse around. It is a pawn shop like none other, and this is obviously an ad, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm a customer. Robin's a customer. I've borrowed money. Jerry helped me out one time with an electric bill. I had to borrow money, and he was there for me. So, and of course I paid it back.
Yes, you did. Me too.
That's the most important part, right?
Yeah.
But yes, here at Jerry's Pawn and Gun, we also we're looking for good merchandise and good clean items, tools, firearms, gold, diamonds, coins, any items that if you need some help on, maybe you're in a tight spot or you just have some stuff you want to get rid of and need a little money in your pocket, come down to Jerry's Pawn and Gun. We'll help you out. we'll do our best, and you will not be disappointed. You will leave pleased. And it's 4th of July. You know,
Absolutely.
Let's be happy.
Yeah. Ruben, again, I apologize for the brevity of today's broadcast, but can we get your phone number and your address and the website, please?
Yes, we can. Our phone number here at Jerry's Pawn and Gun is 352-622-3780. Our address is 404 Northwest 8th Street, Ocala, Florida, of course. And our website is www.jerrysonline.com.
Absolutely. And the first thing you said about the qualities of Jerry's Pawn and Gun is the hospitality, the people there. You guys are so outstanding. Ruben, thank you. Tell everybody over there we said hi.
All right, we appreciate it. Come see us. 49 years serving Ocala, North Central Florida. Happy 4th of July. God bless America. We appreciate you guys, and come on down to Jerry's Pawn and Gun. It'll be worth your while.
Excellent. All right, we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we're going to pick the winning names for the tickets to the Coke 0400. We'll be right back.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking